the big black bear made the big black bear bleed blood.
Bars.
Mm.
Bars.
Mm.
Any more bars? Any more bars, anybody?
Oh, thank you for your time, Tom. I'm typically tiptoeing on the Titanic while tying ties and tipping toys.
It's whack. It's fuck.
You think it's whack, but you ain't whack enough. Anybody battle me, I gotta tally up.
What you tallying up?
The bodies that I'm catching.
Oh,
yeah, damn, feel it. Yeah,
I feel it in my soul.
That sound like that boy Bobby. That Bobby Bars boy.
Bobby Bars. Bobby Bars.
Oh God. Yeah. No, that was trash. That was trash.
Nope.
Do that over again.
Got that.
Novocaine.
Novocaine.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby, show you right. Show you
Welcome to
right.
the Mask Off.
Record the mask off. Hurricane, cause you can call me Slurricane. All right, I'm done. Hey, welcome to it's your homie Mask Off Jake. Welcome to Mask Off episode 43. XOXO. Like I said, I'm Jake. Right below me, my homie Big Tone. What up, though?
What's the deal, baby? I'm in it to win it. XOXO, you know what it do.
For sure. Right next to him is the homie Malachi. What up, though?
What's good, y'all? What's good? I'm in the building. Like I really could. Like I really should. Like I really would. Happy Valentine's Day.
And right above Malachi is the homie, the producer on the ones and twos, El Presidente. Dan, what's up?
Love is in the air.
I like that. I'm rocking with you.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. It's Sunday.
But fuck that, no. We did that to troll Tone.
Right, exactly. You see, he
Not
over
a
there.
fan of the.
He over there steaming.
What's wrong, Tone? Tone, what's wrong, man? What's wrong?
He over there steaming in all black.
Valentine's Day Grinch.
Valentine's Day Grinch, right? You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Got nothing to say about this man-made bullshit, homie. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? A lot of these holidays are man-made, but I feel like you feel just some type of way about this one for some reason, because you never expressed so much disdain as much disdain for the other ones like this one.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna go on a different route and say happy 16th birthday to my daughter Ziza. Shout out to you, baby. Daddy loves you. Happy birthday. Boom.
Man,
that's what's up, Ziza. Happy birthday. Happy born day.
Happy birthday.
For sure. Let's keep everything moving. Let's go to my homie Malachi for the motivational minute.
What it do, y'all? As y'all know, it's Black History Month, and it's also Valentine's Day weekend. Aww. So I'm going to give you guys a quote from James Baldwin. He's an American novelist. He said, "Love takes off masks that we fear we cannot live without, and know that we cannot live within." Let me read that again.
I like that, bro.
Love takes off masks that we fear we cannot live without, and we know we cannot live within. So what is this saying? Is that when you love unconditionally, that removes all flaws. Love is the gap between your shortcomings and being loved for who you are, right? So when you fully love somebody, when you fully express love, it takes off the mask and it reveals who you really are. And that's your motivational minute. So show some love and take that mask off.
Thank you very much for that, Malachi. Always dropping infinite jewels, brother. Appreciate it.
Oh, G ain't feeling that one, but he all right.
Hey, to each his own. I was trying to get to you on that one, but that's good. You know, you put that together.
Harden not your heart, brother. Harden not your heart.
Take off your mask, right? So okay.
Yeah. Let that love shine through your heart, brother. Just right now, brother. Harden not your heart, brother. Harden not your heart, man.
Well, what I took from that quote is that you have to let go of your walls, let go of your shit.
There you go, Dan. Exactly
That's
right.
how you let the love in.
Yeah.
Is once you finally take the mask off.
So wasn't he dealing with some sexuality issues too?
It's no issues, but he was homosexual.
Okay, so
we're not talking about his him.
no, I'm saying
maybe,
maybe that's what that was correlating to. He was unleashing the mask of his sexuality.
yes, that was a part of it. He had to get rid of his own.
What that was.
I mean, but
issues.
Issues, you know, if someone has a particular choice, that doesn't make it an issue.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying back in the day, he was dealing with sexuality issues with being
as far as being comfortable with
during that time, being
Mm-hmm.
homosexual, being comfortable with it, having other people be comfortable. Because in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, it was not comfortable at all to talk about being homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, during that time. So,
I see what you're saying, but I think it also relates to regular life, because when we have relationships, when we have people, it can be hard to let our insecurities down, let our guards down, and let love in, and receive love and give love back. You know what I'm saying? When you meet somebody and you're like, man, I kind of like this person. You first guard it so hard, but when you love somebody, just let them in. You know what I'm saying? And that love,
it's all different forms of love. You know,
that quote describes describes me a lot. Like going back to what I was saying in our relationship episode, my insecurities fuck up like potential relationships I could have had and shit. So yeah, I rock with that. Go ahead.
It's a horrible thing. We talked about this on the show, but I've never heard anyone just flat out be like, you know what, my girl beat the shit out of me because I know she loved me. You know what I mean? It's a form of love, even though it's an insecure. It's a deadly form of love where you getting abused, but you letting that mask down. You know what I'm saying? To receive an ass whooping, that's love all day.
They haven't let the mask down. The mask is them thinking that is love, but what they have to get to is that that's not love, and they gotta love themselves first.
There you go, Dan. Very well said.
Who defines that concept of love, though?
Well, I think you definitely need to love yourself before you can receive love. Self-love, It starts with self-love, because if you don't love yourself, when somebody is trying to love you, you're not going to even know how to do it, because you like, what is this?
Good point.
I'm just talking shit, but in the middle of me talking shit, I guess I'm widening the scope of what people perceive as love. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody getting their ass whooped, we clearly know that it's some self-worth not there.
Right. Self-love.
It's a lot of people that know that, I need to work on me, but they don't. But they look at somebody tagging the fuck out of you as a motherfucker that loves you, when in actuality that's not the case. So
we know that's not love. Then.
No, what I'm saying, I'm bringing that to light. You know what I'm saying? About unleashing the mask. That's what I meant by that.
And that still starts with like that person getting tagged up and they accepting it. They have, like you said, some self-worth, which is self-love. Because if that person loved themselves and put their self at such a high value, they wouldn't accept just anything, regardless of who it is. And I just want to say, I love you guys. I love you, brothers.
Yeah, I love y'all too. Yeah, we all love each other. But let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving to our next segment. Big Tone. Put us up on game.
Yo, and that's hard for men to say too, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for men to say that to each other without them looking at each other some kind of way. But let's go to put you up on game. And I just want to take a moment out of this love situation we in to talk about something that happened last week. We're going to go over this later on, but as I was watching the Super Bowl, I caught a quick glimpse of a commercial. And this commercial, man, it freaked me out. I'm like, are we really in these times now? The commercial I'm speaking about is the Inspiration 4. If people don't know what that is the all civilian mission to Mars. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is here. They even have a countdown to select a crew. And they got 15 days, 21 hours, 49 minutes, and 40 seconds to select a crew for it. And what it is, you will have 4 seats representing the mission pillars of leadership, hope, generosity, and prosperity. And it's a once-in-a-lifetime situation to join the flight for space, securing either the generosity or the prosperity seat. So they got ways where you can donate to St. Jude. You can do other things like talk about your organization, to be a part of this. And I found this very intriguing, man. I'm like, my ass in space. Like, wow. Imagine if I was in space and I was farting in space, would I smell it? I don't know. Would anybody else smell that gas? Who knows? But what I liked about this is reminding me of like everything that I remember as a kid with Voltron and Robotech. And I'm like, damn, these we're on the cusp of having with Elon Musk, where we having spaceships that go up into space. You know what I'm saying? And we're there. You know, and I don't know if it's coming within the next 10 years, 20 years, but I don't know. This COVID thing, it makes you really start opening up your eyes and start thinking. Right now, we wearing a mask. 10 years from now, will we be wearing a whole helmet? 15 years from now, will we be preparing to move off planet Earth to go to another galaxy, another frontier? Who knows? But this right here sparked a lot of that conversation in my brain. And I just wanted to put everybody up on game that this was going down. Y'all got anything y'all want to mention about this?
You assume that they gonna let you go up to space though. that's the first thing.
Yeah, I'm assuming that. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming that. You know, so elaborate on that, Dan.
No, it's just hey, we know how things go. So like space might be the new West Bloomfield.
Hey, would y'all really go to space though? Like real talk, if y'all had a chance.
I don't know, man. I can't even fuck with roller coasters like that.
I agree with you, brother. I'm not a heights dude. I can't get down like that. So I don't know. It's up in the air, but I'm thinking if everybody else taking that plunge to go to space, I don't know. Maybe I can need to jump on board. You know.
But you, Dan, you rocking with the space?
It depends on who's up there too, because I'm not just trying to be dropped off there and they leave my ass there too. So it's a lot of things to take into consideration.
Yeah. Circumstances is very important. Mm-hmm. I'm intrigued by the idea. I like heights. I like roller coasters, but I've never been in a rocket ship. I'm intrigued by the idea, but I don't know if would I really hop on that boy and really parlay in space for a day. That'd sound like fun, but reality, I don't know.
That shit sounds scary as hell.
Okay, like the ride is like one part of it. You still gotta live in space.
Yeah, floating around. I don't know it'll get boring. It'll get old after a while. You just can't control your body. You just floating the whole time.
You'll assume that they fix all that and like they'll build their own towns and their own.
Oh, they talking about moving up there? Nah.
Eventually.
In space.
They saying just take a trip.
Oh, they saying.
I don't know what happens when you get up there. You know what I mean? But
ain't no guarantees, man. I'm straight. I'm staying down here.
So they talking about like a field trip or some shit. Like
yeah, bro.
Like they doing space like Greenfield Village and shit. Like that.
Yeah, it's like getting on an airplane. You'll be the first one to take this ride up in space. You know what I'm saying? Have any one of y'all flown before?
Yeah.
Remember how dangerous that was when you first did it? Then after the first flight, the second flight, like really, I still just get on the airplane and I go to sleep because
I love airplane rides.
I don't know if that's because of my nerves or what, but I go to sleep and then I wake up. It's almost time to ride, and then the person next to me be looking so mad because I snore, and I'd be like, "Things happen, buddy. You process the way you process. This is the way I process."
Yeah, I love airplanes. I love the takeoff, the fast into the ascent. I love that.
Yeah,
very thrilling.
So This is my put you up on game for the week, man. Check it out. I was moved by it. I was so intrigued. I watched this commercial like 12 more times. I mean, the Super Bowl was the Super Bowl. We all know what happened with that. So I watched this commercial several times after it was shown, and I was intrigued. So I may be going on a take me to space regiment.
Thank you for that, Tom, for putting us up on game. Let's hit the comments real fast. Malachi, what we got?
Yeah, we got the Planet Ant chat. We got Von Wink in the building.
Von
we
Wink.
do Von Wink. He said, is the space... I ain't gonna do that one. And
what the fuck?
I don't know what that means either. I ain't gonna say it. He said, Von Wink said, in some cases, admitting being abused could be described as lifting the mask.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Definitely.
And he also said, moving the population to another galaxy sounds very impractical. I agree. It don't sound legit at all.
You'll be stuck here, Von.
And then he said, I will read this shot. He said, how is Big Tone watching out for any potential terrorists if he's sleeping during the flight?
Okay.
Look, man, I don't think no terrorists fuck with black people, and that's just me in my own brain.
Right.
I don't think they fuck with no black people, bro.
Mikey Brown rocking with us. He said, I love you guys. Mikey Brown, we love you too, man.
What's up, Mikey?
Hey, Mikey.
Like, what up, though?
Yeah.
Tell Rebecca the Beans I said, what up, though?
Then we have in our chat, we got DJ Touch rocking with us. She said, good evening, fellas.
DJ Touch is in the motherfucker. Shout out to DJ Touch.
We got our chat kind of popping today. We got C Barron, he in the building. He said, what's up, fam?
What up, though? What's up, B?
He said, I'm back, at least today, LOL. He also said, a girl once told me if he didn't care, he wouldn't have gotten mad.
That's some backwards thinking.
Yeah. And then we got Mabel Woodward. What's up, Mon Dukes?
That's my Dukes. What's up, my Dukes?
She in the building. She said, hey, guys. She said, hello, guys. She said, you may run into some Karens. You said in space. Yeah, I like that. And then C. Barron said, would y'all consider going to space? And I think all our answers was no. I would consider it. I would give it a second thought.
I'll think about it.
I would consider it, yeah.
I'll read the brochure.
It's a big requirement, isn't it? So I got a lot of work to do before I even get to that job.
Yep. And then we got the Facebook chat. Tom Schultz rocking with us. He said, game time. Tom in the house. What it do, Tom? And we also got Anita.
Tagline. You got Tom.
You make his own tagline. Like, game
Tom in the house.
Tom in the house. That's my guy, Tom. I like the tagline. And then Anita Grillo. Sorry if I butchered your last name. She rocking with us. And Rebecca Birdie, she rocking with us.
What's up, Birdie? What's up, Anita?
Yeah.
And we got Tom Schultz with the live action thumbs up as we speak. What it do, Tom? Thanks for rocking with us, man. We appreciate you. That's what I got so far. Yeah, thanks everybody in the comments. Keep the comments going. We appreciate y'all. So we're gonna get into our group discussion for this week. And this week, since being Valentine's Day, we're gonna talk about like couples and couples in pop culture, mainly black couples in our pop culture, and pretty much telling like the pictures of relationships and like what we took from those depictions and how they impacted us and everything. So we're gonna get into that right now. On different couples. Now, right here, we got James and Florida Evans from Good Times, one of my favorite TV shows growing up. Tone, you want to take this one, homie?
Bro, this was one of my favorite shows growing up, man. And I love this couple because of the dynamic that they had as a unit. You know what I'm saying? One of the things you notice watching this show, man, is how the woman was always placed first in the workforce. Mm-hmm. And you always saw how the male had to really struggle in society to make it. And that taught me a lot growing up. Like, damn, it's fucked up out here for a brother. You know what I'm saying? And it's more acceptable for a lady to go work in somebody's house, to cook and clean and do all types of stuff, to bring home bacon. But when she came home, there was a different level of commitment. James was the head of the house, front to back. You know what I'm saying? Times has changed now where you look at relationships to be 50-50, but in this way of thinking back in the 60s and the 70s, yo, everything moved through James. I don't give a fuck how much money you making. It moves through me. And he wasn't the best person for it to move around. James had what, like a middle school education? You know what I'm saying? Only thing he knew how to do was work with his hands. You know what I'm saying? And that cultivated 3 beautiful kids. He had JJ, he had Thelma, and he had Michael. Michael was the heart, you know what I mean, the inspiration. JJ was a fucking nut, you know what I'm saying? And Thelma was bad as shit. You know what I'm saying? And she I couldn't say, you know what? I can go on and on about Thelma. That was I have to say that was my first screen crush, Thelma. You know what I mean? And just these two, man, they dealt with so much. And one of the most powerful things that shook me as a kid is when James Evans died. You know, that episode, I was on the cuffs of emotion all episode. And if anybody that saw that episode, you would know how it was just eating everybody up, how Florida would not break down. Florida would not go through the pain. And she went in the damn kitchen, went through the damn, I think it was some potato salad or some
she dropped the dish. She just dropped the dish, I think.
Yeah, she dropped a potato salad dish or something. She said, bam, damn. I was like, oh no, Florida, don't do it, baby, don't cry. Woo, it was so emotional, man. Oh man. And then they're paying to the commercial. And then I was like, God damn, woo! This is too much.
Needed a break.
Like, damn, and I'm only 10. Why am I crying like that?
Good ass TV show. Shit.
Good ass show, man. God damn. Man, you went through the emotions of Florida trying to get herself back together. And JJ stepping up to be the man of the house. And you know what I'm saying? You really saw them transition. And they was in south side of Chicago, where you see all the types of pimps and hoes and hustlers that came through the show. You know, my main is Lenny, and I got plenty. You know what I mean? Watch the show, man. This is a great depiction of relationships in the 70s when it comes to sitcoms. That's it with me in good times, man. I'm starting getting emotional and crying in a minute, man.
It was a good show and a great depiction of a couple like in poverty in the 70s. It was great, or just couples in general. But let's keep it moving. Let's go to the next clip. Cliff and Claire.
That was my second clip.
Please note that this is Cliff Huxtable inside this conversation. This is not Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, Cliff and Claire Huxtable. Yeah. I can hear y'all. I can see y'all watching this now. Y'all getting all squirmy like, oh, Bill Cosby. Like, calm down. Just calm down. Calm the fuck down.
That was my second crush right there, bro. Claire Huxtable.
Man, the grace of that woman, man.
Ooh, and she still got it.
Yes, she does. Yeah, she does. Yeah, they like the example. You feel me? That's an example couple. Like the way they communicated, the way they handled problems, the way they dealt with issues, the way they handled the family, the way they communicated through each other when they had the issues. You know what I'm saying? She usually was right. You know what I'm saying? They just was that deal. They was that deal. And then the family, everybody had their own joints going on, but it was all love. It was all love, and it was all lessons learned. You know what I'm saying? And they was both working hard. You know what I'm saying? It's showing like y'all both can get in your bag, and we can make his family work. You know.
Go ahead, Tom.
And I have to say, contrast to the good times, this was the flip side of being a successful couple, a successful Black couple. They lived a middle class life, and they did a lot of things that hood couples couldn't do, like the good times. Good times, they lived in a whole apartment complex in a high rise. They had 2 cars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had to practice. Who had to practice? He had to practice in the basement. He was he was a doctor, right?
Yeah, he was a doctor.
He had a doctor practice in the basement, and she was a prominent lawyer.
Yeah.
This is a total flip side, bro.
Yeah. And they both was deep in their bag. That's dope. I love how they showed this black couple, this black power couple in that light. Showing that you can, y'all both can do it. Y'all both can have prominent jobs, prominent, sources of income, and still make the family work.
Look how she looking in this picture.
And people love their kids so much they just had an extra.
Thank you, Dan.
What?
Had to stop that thirst.
Here we go. Family matters. Nah, but I love Family Matters, man. It was a great family show because they was real. Like Claire and the Huxtables, they was like a image, but the Family Matters, they was like real. They was raw. Like Harriet, she's a black woman. You feel me? You can hear it in her voice. She a black woman. You know what I'm saying? Like she like somebody auntie for real. Like she really sound like your auntie. But you saw the love that they had for each other, and the turmoil that Steve was bringing to the family, but he was still a part of the family while not being a part of the family.
Go ahead, keep going, man.
Yeah, and just the issues, and then even the issues that Carl dealt with being a police officer, and how they, was touching on those issues back in the day about racial profiling and all that. This was another good example, a more grounded example of a good cohesive unit as a family. They had the grandma rocking in there. They had the whole family in that boy. Grandma, the son, everybody was in that boy. Go ahead, Jake.
I think like the only unreal part of the show is the tolerance of Steve Urkel. That's the most unreal. That's the most unreal part of it. But also I want to say that I like this. Like Family Matters did have something I related to. Is that it's Carl and Harriet. Is that my dad was a police officer also, and
nice.
Harriet was she was in the work, like she was like pretty much like in the workforce, like secretary, work different jobs, and that's what my mom did. And some of the like issues they had like with work, and then and them being supportive of each other. That was kind of what I saw with my parents, which was kind of dope. So
it's dope.
I relate to their depiction of their relationship in the show. Also, my mom had to check my pops when he was being a fool and shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? She had that same Harriet swagger, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I like about this show a lot. But Steve Urkel a fucking simp. But yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, man, I think Laura was a big hater. You know what I'm saying? Every time Steve turned into Stefan and he what was his girl? Wanda? I think that was her name. I'm not sure.
Yeah, something like that.
Myra.
Yeah.
He had a real down ass girl. She come hating and shit. You know what I'm saying? When you wouldn't give a brother time of the day when he was on your top. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you got the skull with the XOXO down there hating ass Laura. You know what I'm saying?
But he came through with the swag. You would switch up too if Shorty was approaching you and she came through with swagged out the next time. You'd be like, hold on, I didn't know you was like that.
She treated Steve like a whole nutcase. He was a smartest dude in the room.
Steve was a nutcase.
He had a transformation chamber. That's why.
Steve to Stefan though.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like that's a good point though, Jake. They would not in a real household. They would have been jumped that dude. The whole family would have jumped.
Carl would have been shot that nigga, bro. He would have been killed him.
I don't think so though, man. Because
not that far, but it would have been some.
A lot of the stuff that happened positive was stemming around Steve and his inventions. So it was always good to keep him around. You know what I mean? You got to keep a smart dude around.
Yeah,
tearing up your house, bro. He tore up their house so much. Their insurance rates were through the roof. like I remember the episode. I remember when there was an episode when they had to Carl's homeowner's insurance was through the roof, and I'm like, okay, this is a realistic episode. Like we're finally addressing all this damage. Fuck your house.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about finally, because somebody talking about these insurance rates.
Yeah, it didn't make no difference. He would always go, "Did I do that?"
Right.
Yeah, you fucking did that.
Blowing the house up. Did I do that? Right.
The whole machine, take off his glasses.
Crazy shit. But Yeah, man. But this is a good show. Let's hit the next clip. The next show. Martin and Gina. Martin and Gina. Damn. Now this one. This is like I like this one. Like this is probably my favorite one because this is like a young couple. And you know what I'm saying? Like all the other ones were like like people that are already married and everything.
Right.
You've seen a young black couple, you know what I'm saying? They're learning about each other and also learning about themselves and everything. And you see like their journey to the altar. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As far as like you see them make up and breakups and all because they broke up like a couple times.
They did, yeah.
On this shit.
Stepping.
Right.
Stepping, yeah. And then like Martin was great. He was such a great asshole, and he's such an asshole, and like he talks so much shit and just like all the time. And Gina like she puts up with it, and you know what I'm saying, always down for him, and he's down for her too. And like you know what I'm saying, even like when his moms like don't like her, his mom crazy as hell, Mama Pain.
Yeah, Mama Pain.
My
Mama biscuits.
Like shit, but like this is a great. I think this is one of my favorite shows for that.
Yeah. Same here, Jake. This is the show that kind of made it look like grown life was fun, right? So like Martin had that life with his friends still there, with his girl there, with he went to a cool ass job too. So like that was just cool to watch. Grew up.
I totally agree.
What I
Martin
like
stayed with the jerk.
What I liked about it is the fact that they showed places in the city that I knew there was that.
They did. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, I used to work at Tom's Oyster Bar, and that's where Nipsey's was. Tom's Oyster Bar.
Right.
Tom's Oyster Bar if you still popping.
Yeah.
Not doing COVID season, but you know, if you're still out there, holler at your boy, Tom's Oyster Bar. But we worked like 2 days. But anyway, and the other place off the
River Place Apartments. Yeah.
Apartments.
My brother stayed in one of those buildings like 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
So it was dope seeing that. I turned on that corner every time when I pulled up to his crib. So it was like wow, it's real life, you know. They really show love to the D.
Yeah, they did, man. And I also like how it was not just their relationship, it was about the relationship of friends too.
Yeah.
You know,
Tommy and Pam.
Yeah, Tommy and Pam and
Cole and Big Shirley.
Yeah, and Big Shirley. You know what I'm saying? And how the little subtle stuff, like the antics Martin used to do, it was all of them included in it. And we all know what happened with this show at the end. But when it was on and it was popping and it was hot, you couldn't turn away from it because those two right there kept the dynamic going.
My
Still
favorite
dope show.
One of my favorite episodes. Yeah, yes, Malachi. I still watch it to this day. Everyone watches this day. It never gets fucking old. I laugh at it like it's brand new, like I saw when I was a kid, and it never gets old. One episode that never gets old is the episode when you know what I'm saying, they was fucking and Gina got her head stuck in the headboard and shit.
Apple head, right?
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like they'll roast each other too. Like there's episodes
roasting each other,
like talking about Gina's big ass head, Martin's ears and shit. So that was cool too. Go ahead, Tom.
One of my favorite episodes was the one where they did the New Jack City scene.
Yeah, of course.
Cracked me up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, man.
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change with the big dog.
Right, with the fake dog, right?
Bro, man, and that bitch with a raincoat and rubber ducky boots on.
Bro, man, from the fifth floor.
Let's keep it. Next one. Oh shit!
Hey, put both of them joints on there.
Yeah, both of them.
Hey, feel the man.
The one man that got 2 wives but 1 wife.
Yeah, right. Yo, it's crazy how they really swapped out wives. They didn't
expect nobody to know that.
Right. No, they didn't care what they said. That's what it was. They didn't know we was gonna notice. They didn't even try to get the skin. They went the total opposite. Like, we tried the light skin. Let's go dark skin.
It's funny looking at this picture. How Phil looking both of them. He like, yeah, you gonna be gone in a minute.
One thing though, I like how like Philip and Vivian when they started off, but then like I hated when they switched it, and not because of the actresses per se, but kind of like how like Vivian, the second Aunt Viv came in, Aunt Viv's character just became very shallow. There's no depth to it. When like the first Aunt Viv, she, what I'm saying, she had more, she had more depth. You actually there was
Invested in her.
episodes like surrounding what's going on in her life. Like she was a college professor and like
You
stuff
talking about
going
the
on
black
with that.
one, right? The black one had more depth to it, right?
Yeah, the black one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, they showed her dancing.
Yeah, that was a dope
Yeah.
episode.
Like that, yeah, like the episode she turned 40 and everything and shit
Yeah.
like that. And the episode when like one of her college students, one of her students from college came to dinner and like, trying to help her succeed and stuff like that. So it was just the first one had more depth, and then switch to the second one, and this is no shot at the actress, but it just like it seemed like the
writing,
the writing, they just like they just made her like just like
she was just a representative, like a stand-in or something.
yeah, standing just
Phil.
there she's just there to react off the dumb shit or childish shit that Uncle Phil may do at time to time when
Philip
Vivian actually like took a stand. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so
on,
I didn't really like I don't like how her character developed, but
Shout out to dark skin and Viv, man.
Yeah, I feel like the light skinned Viv, she used to always be with the little boy, so all her time was taken up focused around the little boy. It seemed like her punchlines and her scenes was dedicated more to what he was doing. What's his name? Nikki,
yeah.
And
Young boy.
And dark skinned Viv, she was a strong character. Like
she was
a real strong character on the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It almost think you like they had to get rid of her. You know what I mean?
Right.
She was such a powerful force on that show. She needed to be going for Will to step up and be super funny almost. Mm-hmm.
Also, this show had one of my first crush, Hillary. One of my first crush. And I was glad when Trevor died. You know what I'm saying? Glad when
Hillary was your first crush, bro?
I think so. It was either Hillary
I think so.
or maybe the Pink Power Ranger. I don't know. I know Hillary was one of them.
That's a wild.
That's a huge stretch.
That's a wild top two right there.
It's a huge stretch right there. Yeah.
But yeah, here we go. We got
this was a lovely couple. I didn't watch too much of the show. I've seen probably I did watch it, but the dynamic of love that they had, and he was a strong man because he had to be because she was so all over the place, and he was keeping her in line. Like, look, girl, this is what we doing.
Yeah, this is Dwayne Wayne and Willie Gilbert from Different World, by the way. But
I wasn't a fan of them two together.
Why not?
I just felt like when Dwayne Wayne, he was wasting his energy with her. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he had better decisions. Like, there was one chick he was with, the little slim brown chick. I'm like, that's him, but she was stringing him along, and then it was too much for TV for me. I just think that he was just caught up in the punani with her. You know what I mean?
But this is another.
I didn't like them two as a love interest. I didn't.
You didn't like their chemistry, really? You don't like that?
Nope, didn't like it, bro.
Yeah, like similar to like the Martin Gina. I like them as a couple. Similar like young couple in college, learning about each other, learning about themselves, stuff like that, and just that road to like knowing like, oh, you're the one. Like we're made for each other. So I thought this was real cool. And then just like black, just black college life. That was dope.
Yeah, that was a great aspect.
Yeah, cause I rewatched this shit cause I'm into that like early 90s, late 80s, early 90s sneaker culture and like gear and shit like that. So I watch this show a lot and like be like, man, they fresh as hell. They fly as hell in this motherfucker. And I'll be like, sometimes I'll just be watching, looking at their shoes, like see what Ryan wearing, see what Dwayne wearing on his feet, see what Sinbad has some heat on too sometimes. Some episodes. So
yeah, Sinbad did stay with the drip.
But this is a great show. Love a Different World. I actually like this show better than Cosby Show. But we go to the next clip. Next clip. Oh.
Man,
Over,
living single.
You know what?
I
I love the dynamics of this. You know, even I loved how Overton and Sinclair was so goofy for each other that it worked. Like they were so mad about each other. Like you know, like the dumbest stuff brought them joy together. You know, that's what I liked about it.
I couldn't stand those two, man.
You couldn't, bro.
They just wouldn't make. They just kind of. The whole thing just fell flat because it was just the same thing each show. I'm like, all right, y'all need to grow.
You need to grow.
Meanwhile, Maxine and Kyle, that was something that grew. Like that went from hate, that they went back and forth, that they were talking.
I don't know, man. I think you're being a little color racist right now, man.
I think that was toxicity, bro. That was so toxic.
It's just a light skinned couple you weren't rocking with. That's all it was.
That wasn't it at all.
Man, get these caramel skinned guys out of here. Shout out to the black. No, but I like living single, man. It was a good show of energies coexisting. You know, all these grown people coexisting and maneuvering within each other. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the single people that's living single. You know what I'm saying? So. Shout out to y'all like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm single out here.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Y'all. You. Shout out to you.
Is this a proposition on XOXO episode 43?
Yeah, you know, anybody want to shoot their shots? Like, no, I'm talking about.
Hey, this is the episode to do it.
This episode. This
from Malachi Lee.
Slide in my DM. I'll let you know what's up.
Talk about speaking of single people, we got Ray Campbell and Lisa. I forgot Lisa's last name on this episode.
Yeah, me too.
On the show. But Ray and Lisa from Sister, single parents.
Yeah, single parents, yeah.
In a weird situation. You want to take this, Malga?
Yeah, they was holding it down. This was a prime example of baby mama, baby daddy making it work. You know what I'm saying? They made it work. They wasn't together, but you would think they were because they made it work for the children. You know, they ain't had to live together, but that was the dynamic of the show. And it worked. You know what I'm saying? The love was there through the whole, because they still were a family. You still felt like it was a family, even though you knew they weren't married. You knew the couple wasn't married. And they made it work. Even the whole dynamic of the sisters being, you know, separated, coming together, you know, and they making it happen.
Anything else on this?
This is
not a real couple. This is not a real couple.
It is a real couple. This is what Tone talking about, that there's all different styles of love. You know, right? Professor Ogilvy from the Parkers love Monique since episode 1. He just ain't know it yet. Am I right, Tone? Now, the show makes it look like Monique constantly pursued him and he hated it. Look at this picture. Like he still looks scared of it. But that's not the truth. That's not the truth. He loved that attention. He absolutely loved that attention. Each time. That Tone, that's one of those signs of like a style of love that we don't talk about.
Yeah, I agree with you, my brother. He was craving that attention, and the more she fed it to him, the more he was, okay. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey.
Yeah, he was about that life. He was a little embarrassed.
And midway through the run, they smashed. Finally. And they weren't together, but they smashed.
But the thing about that too is, what I loved about this show is them BBWs, man, wasn't afraid to go and get what she wanted. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got it,
Professor.
You know what I'm saying? She brought a sense of confidence to big girls that was out there with no type of self-esteem. Like, yo, I want him, I'm going to get him.
Yeah, on his head too.
She was on his head.
Shout out Monique.
Shout out to Monique.
Oh shit. Shit.
I don't think this is one of those styles of love.
I feel like we're going backwards. This is going backwards. Go ahead.
We went from Claire Huxtable to this. Like,
I want to put out there who don't know what this show is. This is Ghost and Tanya from Tasha. I'm sorry, Tasha from Power. And if you haven't watched this show, I recommend you watch it. I take watching this over Empire any day. You know what I'm saying? And I have to say, the relationship between these two was strained from the first episode. From the first episode, he was telling her it really what he is. He was a drug dealer trying to go legit, and Tasha was the main squeeze that been with him ride or die through thick and thin, and she wanted him to be the kingpin of New York. And he's like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to change my ways, be legit, start a club, you know what I'm saying? Get 2 or 3 clubs. But she like, no, you gonna be the king of New York, Frank Wright. And he fell in love with his old high school sweetheart. And he was like, yo, this is what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I got 3 kids. All right, we gonna separate.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, he had 3 kids. He was trying to separate from her. Tasha wouldn't let it go down like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people give Ghost a bad rap. And I'm sure somebody on here thinks he was a horrible dude.
All right. So first off, Tasha wasn't his main squeeze. That was his wife. Where they had 3 kids together. Look, I'm saying Ghost was a drug dealer, and he was still continuing to try to be a drug dealer. He did not try to stop being a drug dealer.
He tried several times.
He tried, but he kept falling in love with his old girlfriend from high school. He had an affair, like he had a whole affair. And then when she called him out on it, he was just like, "So what?"
Tasha wasn't innocent, man.
I have to live with this.
Tasha wasn't innocent. Tasha was fucking the driver, Sean. You know what I'm saying? Tasha was trying to get it in with every move around the block with somebody. But she wasn't innocent. You know what I mean?
But yeah, that was our group discussion for this week for XOXO. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Like going back down memory lane about those shows. That was kind of like really my childhood a little bit. It was dope. Let's hit the comments again real fast.
Yes, sir. Back in our chat, we see Baron said the old school family shows are what we are missing now. Yeah, I agree. It's a different dynamic with the 90s sitcoms. It was very family oriented. Another one we had was Parenthood with Robert Townsend. That was a real good one too.
Oh yeah.
And then DJ Touch, she said, why y'all didn't touch on Shanae?
Oh
yeah, Shanae from Martin. Yeah. We got in the YouTube chat. He said, Tom Oyster's Bar has carry out now. So if you do want to go over there and pick something up, you can do that.
Yo, Tom be doing everything in the comments. Not he promoted.
No. That's Von Wink. He commented that. Tom Oyster's Bar from Martin.
Oh, my bad, Tom. My bad. I clearly got something.
Yeah, you did. I was like, damn. Wow. Sorry, Tom. There's no.
I don't know what I got against Tom right now.
You have a thing against promotional things.
That's what you're like. Come on, y'all.
Don't promote nothing on Mask.
We don't get paid for the show. You not get paid either.
And then Von Wink said, he said the black one. They're both black. Talking about the bibs.
One slip up, Von Wink. God damn it.
Yeah. It was you talking about the and bibs. Yeah, we did. And then we got a new commenter in the building. Their YouTube name is Songs Vids Hi. I don't know who it is, but what's up? They said hello you guys, and they put a bunch of smiling emojis. So what's up, new person with a cat emoji on your profile? What it do? Thanks for rocking with us.
You're getting real detailed about that.
I just gotta show some love, you know. Facebook chat going nutty. We got Graham Leslie said transformation chamber, and then he said property taxes, Jake. with Family Matters, they had property taxes going ham.
Yeah.
Finally, an episode about real life issues.
Exactly. And then
Actually,
we get
Tom. I'm sorry, I cut you. I just want
go
to.
ahead.
I want to bring up Tom. He said, "Hey, Martin," because the first time I met Tom Schultz, randomly, like we talked about Martin for like 30 minutes. First time,
Oh yeah,
like
that's dope.
6-7 years ago. So yeah, I love telling that story. I don't know why. It's just
You said for 6-7 hours.
no. I said 6-7 years ago that happened, but I said we talked for like 30 minutes about Martin. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
But anyway, go ahead.
that's what's up. Yeah, we got yeah. He said, "Hey, Martin," and then Tommy said, "New Jack City. Do you mean passenger 52?" I don't know what that means.
That's never mind.
Okay, cool. Tam White said, "What up, though? What up, Tam?" She said the first Aunt Viv meant business, like Claire Huxtable. I agree. That's low key a bar.
Yeah.
And then Kate Holmes, she rocking with us. What up, Kate? She said, "OG Aunt 100." And then she also said, "I had a huge crush on Dwayne when I was 13." Oh, okay, Kate. Let me find out.
Everybody know what their first crushes on these sitcoms.
Yeah. And then Tom Schultz, he said, with the King of New York reference, very nice, Tom. And nice. Okay, and then he said, haha, you put me on blast for Vaughn. Good work, Vaughn. I'm promoting you, man.
All right.
And then Rebecca Birdie, she said, would love to see you guys do a group discussion on movies too. We got you, Rebecca. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do some 90s movies.
I need to watch them all. That's my black card. That shit right there.
You seen Friday at least?
Like a lot of those films I haven't seen. Oh yeah. Those I've seen. I'm talking about like the Brown Sugar, Love and Basketball.
Okay, yeah, I'm saying with you. Like Love Jones, I haven't seen that.
Nope. Yep. Have you seen Best Man? The Best Man?
Best Man? Nope.
Y'all seen The Wood?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. The Wood is
Okay. Wood is the shit, man.
I'm with you, Dan. It's like them.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello. Hello, guys. Hello. How you doing?
Hello, Dr. Love.
Yeah, Dr.
What's
Love.
going on, fellas?
What's up?
Welcome. As we come on the cuffs of Valentine's Day, Dr. Love is here to spread all types of joy, love-related, relationship-related, physical, mental, and emotional related. I'm here to give it all, fellas and ladies.
Hey.
Thank you.
All right, Dr. Love, I see you.
Hello.
You serenading the ladies, Dr. Love?
A lot of people ask me questions, man, and I just happen to come through and, just give a little bit of advice. Hopefully it'll change things for them, for the better, not for the worse, but for the better.
Okay, Dr. Love. So you like are you an actual doctor?
Hey. I don't take your credentials.
With that being said, why are you here, Doctor?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's get to why I'm here. Well, I happen to be around and about, and this is the time where I love to go and spread a little joy. So I kicked off my internet email and asked people to send in some questions that involve love, life, and living. And I just want to answer questions that may be prevalent to what needs to be done.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Presidente.
I think we got time for one, Dr. Love. So
we got time for one. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
I'm intrigued.
What we got going on.
So you're gonna answer this real time. Okay.
I'm gonna answer it.
Let's do it.
Me and my wife are expecting our second child. I'm going to read it for people who may not know how to read out there.
Please.
thank you for your
Me and my wife are expecting our second child. Before we were married, we agreed that I would name our sons and she would name our daughters. Our son is almost 4 years old, and I named him after my father, who dedicated his life to protecting and serving his country. Our daughter is due on March 17th, and my wife has decided to name our daughter after her favorite colors and animal, Panda Bear Miller. My question is, how do I tell my wife I don't want my daughter to have such a ridiculous name without honoring our initial marriage agreement.
Tough one. Oh, you think that's funny?
I think, I find it funny because I've experienced this before in a certain kind of situation. I had a couple come to me and they named their son Bobby Goat Johnson. Oh, man. First, I want to point out, can you go back to the manuscript, please? First, I want to point out that this gentleman, who asked him to stick with naming your son after something so dedicated to serving your country. I want to give him a shout out to him for doing that. I think that's pretty noble and that's pretty great. But
What they got to do with the question? Get to the question, Dr. Love. Come on.
Let me finish. Let me finish, please.
I'm the doctor serenading the questions.
So, what goes on? I see something that's developing, and it's called uniqueness. And I have to say, Panda Bear Miller is A1 unique in my book. Life is about individuality. You have so many people named Johns, Jakes, Toby, Sarah, Bob, John. Why not a Panda Bear Miller? Really? That's new. I like it.
But that's not his problem. He doesn't like it. He wants to talk to his wife. He wants to talk to his wife about it.
But the problem is,
you like the name doesn't solve this man's problem.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he doesn't want the name. He wants your. Yeah.
I have to say, I agree with the wife.
Wow.
That's not how you.
That's not what he wanted.
I agree with the wife. That's not how you I like it.
You can agree with his wife all you want, but he's going to tell his wife that he doesn't like the name, and he wants to know how she know about it.
You're supposed to tell them how to walk through it and how to have that and hear from their perspective. Like, have you seen one of these question shows before, Dr. Love?
Excuse me. I'm the doctor here, and I'm giving my prescription on love. So, in order for him to make sure he has a happy home, he needs to agree with his wife because that's a beautiful name. Panda Bear Miller. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to name your kid after someone that served your country? Come on, bro. This is not the time to do that. Panda Bear Miller is weird.
We're not judging the man. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I just want to point out the fact that person's favorite color is black and white. Like, let's talk about that.
Panda.
Right. They said favorite animal and favorite colors.
Panda.
Right.
Damn.
All right.
What the fuck? That's cool. That's crazy.
Plus, I do know that we're trying to expand the show and like have like some more people on, but y'all gotta vet these guys before they go.
Yo, he said he was proven. So I said, like, all right, let's rock with it. My bad. He said he was solid though.
Well, but what about you, Dan? You endorse Conspiracy Brother so much
because Conspiracy Brother brings solid content to the show, and he doesn't promote his own shit either.
He's promoting dumb shit though. What are you talking about?
He just promotes his conspiracies, and he just talks about himself. I mean, people want to see that. People love Conspiracy Brother.
I wouldn't know.
All right, Dan.
Great. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, you want to know about the other motherfucker you hate on too. But anyway, let's keep it moving to our next segment, which is the quick hits. First quick hits. D-Ray. I'm about to say D-Ray. D-Rose.
D-Ray Davis.
D-Rose was traded from the Pistons to the Knicks. Who wants to take this?
You already know the deal. Yeah, I'm glad they got D-Rose up out of there while he still has some trade value. We got Dennis Smith Jr. and a second-round pick for next year back, which is a decent trade. It's a decent trade. Got younger, and we got a draft pick. So cool. The Pistons are currently one of the worst teams in the league. Sad to say, but I believe in them right now. Honestly, they got some young players they low-key some dogs, and they got a lot of potential. And I believe, I'm saying this right now, live on Mask Off, they're gonna make a run to at least compete for that AFC playoff spot
this year.
this year. They're gonna at least compete for it. I'm not gonna say they'll get it, but they'll be in the conversation. They'll jump up to that 10th spot.
They'll put up a good fight.
They're gonna put up a good fight. They got a young core. Isaiah Stewart, they caught him. He had hit like four threes the other night against Brooklyn, and then after the game, he still was putting in work. You know what I'm saying? So that's the makings of a good player. So I like the Pistons' hopes, and maybe I'm just being hopeful because early on I washed my hands from the Pistons, but now I hop back on. I said they beat Brooklyn the other night, but then they lost to Indiana last night, and I said, "Come on, y'all." But I'm holding out hope.
Let's get about next one. Super Bowl results. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady. There's another one. He's considered the GOAT now. He's got 7 of them. How y'all feel about this? Tone, I'll let you take this one.
I think this shit was rigged, bro. That's really how I feel. And more as I watch NFL, they keep showing me signs that this game alone is rigged. And I'm gonna go back to the touchdown with my beloved Steelers in Seattle. He didn't get a touchdown, but we'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to New England in fucking Atlanta. They were down how much? And then they won the fucking game in the second half. Rigged. And now it's always you can see it in one person's eye. This year, I saw it in Pat Mahomes' eye. He had a look like somebody talked to him before the game and said, "You know you're not winning this bitch, right? You know you're not winning, right?" And he was like,
"Nah, he was desperate. He was desperate. It was that defense, though. I guess I could see the cause with the cause making it rigged, but even the calls were fair. Every time they played him back, it's like, yeah, he did grab him. He did was pass interference, and that defense was just on his head. It was on his head.
We said time last week, and I still stand by that.
You said what, Dan?
We said time last week, and I still stand by that.
I totally agree with you.
I still didn't hear what you said.
Too, right?
Talking. Niggas can't let nobody talk. What'd you say, Dan?
I said fuck time last week, and I still stand by that.
I still didn't hear what you said. Jake still whispering. Whatever. Keep moving.
He said fuck time last week and fuck time this week. That's what he said. I was also trying to.
You gotta fucking listen. We heard what he said. You gotta listen.
Y'all niggas talking while he talking.
Moving on.
Anyway, national anthem. Yeah, national anthem. Mavericks. Go ahead, Dan. Take this one.
Go ahead, Tom.
Dang. All right, go ahead, Tom.
I go ahead. This bullshit. I just felt like the national anthem wasn't really worth anything until they started talking Kaepernick shit, and then all of a sudden, this became a thing now after Kaepernick, and then I don't know why the Mavericks said, you know what, we about to stop this shit, and then now it's a big thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know in the NFL they wasn't doing it because of the fact that it wasn't really getting a marketing scheme, but they was getting money from the Army to do it. That's why they kicked off doing it. I don't know if it's the same scheme here or what, but they said, you know what? I don't give a fuck what you think. Y'all gonna get your asses out there and stand for the national anthem.
I don't know what you thought.
It makes no sense. But like, what is she trying to think about? It's just a weird thing to do each game. But it's but like the same folks that complain about this were the same folks that use the flag to beat up a cop at the Capitol. Like
right?
So it's like, what do y'all even care about? But whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And shout out to Mark Cuban, man. He don't care. He don't care, man. That's the owner of the Mavericks.
You know what? I agree with that shout out too, because even the young boy who was fucking LeBron James' mom, he was bipolar. He got out of the league and became homeless. He still looked out for the young boy and took care of him.
Mark Cuban did, yeah.
I forgot his name. What's his name?
Delonte West.
Delonte West. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people say LeBron put him up to that being homeless piece because of scandal, but that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, let's keep it moving.
Please keep it moving.
Let's see these comments again.
Yep. Yeah, we got DJ Touch. She said Dr. Love, "Are you a real doctor?" with the laughing emoji.
DJ Touch is in the motherfucker building. Shout out to DJ Touch.
Yeah, she know he not. And then Von Wink, this is funny. He said, what are the pastries covering Dr. Love?
That's pretty good, Von Wink. That's pretty good.
That was good, Von
That was
Wink.
pretty good, bro.
That was
Okay,
good.
winky, wink.
And then he said the problem is making a deal like that without having some idea what his wife might name their daughter. How long would you like to be a 70-year-old referring to as Grandma Panda Bear? Yeah, that would suck. That is a long-term thing. You gotta think about that. And then he said Texas was threatening to pass a law mandating the playing of the national anthem at public gatherings and venues receiving state funding. Oh, so they said after the Mavericks did that, they said Texas said, y'all play with us, we gonna make everybody do it everywhere if y'all play with us. Yeah, shout out to Texas. I don't know why I said that. Ain't no shout out to Texas. All my exes live in Texas like I'm George.
Ain't no shout out to Texas. I don't know why I said that. No, I take that shout out back.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Just out of formality. Shut
Okay,
up.
man, let's go.
That's all we got. That's all we got. Shout out to everybody rocking with us.
For sure. All right. Before we get out of here, we're gonna hit y'all with the gem of the week for this week. So, Malachi.
Oh, we got one more. Tom, he said, "Who is ladies' man when Dr. Love is in the house?" I am. It's like
Hey, you took the mantle.
Week. Let's go.
The gym of the week, bro.
Get off of that comment board.
Oh, my bad.
You trying to do the?
I had set it up and
I got
everything.
it.
He was like,
You're
"Fuck
right.
what this nigga talking about."
Right. I got it. All right, yeah. For this,
Yeah, he talking big shit. He trying to do the LL shit with his lips. I am.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I am.
This week's gem of the week is a movie, Queen and Slim. I love this movie. First of all, this actor is amazing. He's British, which I'm kind of like, I feel indifferent about because I'm like, yo, all these British actors taking the jobs. Anyway, it's cool. But he's an amazing actor. This movie was great.
Different conversation.
Yeah, different conversation. Anyways, this movie was great. Anybody that haven't seen it, I definitely recommend watching it. It shows police brutality in a different light, and it shows them. I don't want to say too much, but these two people end up going on a journey together that was unexpected due to some unforeseen circumstances that happen, and you see them evolve as humans. You see them grow as humans and get to learn each other as they travel across the country. So just check it out. It's a good strong love story with a powerful message, and it has a good twist to it. So happy Valentine's Day. It'd be a nice little flick to check out.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Malachi. Queen and Slim.
Good things about it. I need to check it out.
Yeah, I definitely
With the rest of those films I need to watch too.
So with that being said, that does it for episode 43 of Mask Off XOXO. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Any last words, fellas? I'll start with you, Malachi.
Yeah, thank you. Tomorrow's Carisha's birthday. My best friend Carisha. Happy birthday to her. That's the one that just moved to LA. Happy birthday to her. This week coming up, we're shooting a series for the characters. Shout out to the characters. We're doing a series where I play a therapist. I'm the therapist, and we've been putting the work in for that. So follow the characters at the characters, like car actors, on Instagram to keep updated with that. You know what I'm saying? And what else I got? Yeah, that's it. So I love y'all. Peace out. Happy Valentine's Day.
Tone.
I want to give another shout out to my beautiful daughter Ziza. Love you, Daddy. Love you. Happy birthday. Happy 16th birthday. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Doing it big. Shout out from here to Detroit to Philly. You know what I mean? You doing big things, baby. Daddy. Love you, Daddy. Miss you. What else? Shout out to all the couples that's celebrating this Valentine's Day weekend. You know what I mean? Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Make sure XOXOXO. No hate. No side Jones popping off, male or female. Spend time with the ones you love. That should be every day. And don't make this fucking holiday just a holiday. You should be somebody's Valentine's Day every day. That's Big Tone. I'm out.
Damn.
Give love, receive love, spread love, make love.
Hey.
Powerful. That brother powerful.
All right now, brother.
For sure. Well, yeah, like I said, thank y'all for rocking with us. Have a very happy Valentine's Day. Good weekend, great Valentine's Day, and just great days in general. Just mask off. We out.
Take your mask off so you can look.